Okay, be aware that I need to record this because this is going to be a video that I'm going to put up so then you can study for your test, right? No. You don't need revision. You don't need any summary for this. Okay, you don't need any summary for this because it's just simplifying and reducing things. No. Okay, let's do this 4 questions to start. Okay, because this is review, we're going to start with easy question and then obviously we're going to increase the level of difficulty. So be ready. By the way, these questions are all in the booklet that I gave you, okay, from page 40. That is where I'm getting this question from. Okay, so the first part of this is simplified, so we are going to simplify this third, and you're going to tell me what is the highest square number that goes into 50? 25, and how many? Twice, okay? So we're going to do 25 times 2. Okay, and then we know that that is going to be equal to the square root of 5. I mean, it's going to be 5 multiplied by the square root of 2. All right? Do you remember that? Okay. Question 3, we're going to be doing the same, but now we have to find the highest square number that goes into 63. What is it? 9. How many times? 7. Yeah. Okay, but then we need to be careful because from here we're going to have 3. Okay, the square root of 9 is 3, but then you have to multiply that by the number outside. Okay, so it's going to be 9, the square root of 7. Okay? Question 3, we've done question like this. When you have this question, you can do it in a different way, but the way I want you to do it is putting these 2 back inside. Okay, so if you want to put this back inside, then you have to square the number. Okay, so it's going to be 4. Okay, so that allows you to put that inside. Like that. And then we're going to square. Okay, so then we're going to square this side and we're going to square this side. Can you see that when you square this side, then the square root will disappear? So we're going to have only 4x. But if you square the other side, that is going to be 25. Okay, so I mean that therefore x is going to be equal to 25 divided by 4. What's the answer? 25 divided by 4? Just 25 divided by 4. Alright, so we can leave it like that, or you can express it as a mixed numeral, it doesn't matter. Alright, the next one. The next one is when you have to simplify more than 1/3 and then see if you can put them together. Okay, so this is a very popular 2 root 2. Do you remember? Okay, So this is 2 square root of 2. Are you okay with that? Yeah. Okay, so I'll say 2 root 2, then minus 2. Okay, the square number that goes into 32 is 16 twice. Okay, so we're going to do 16 twice. All right, and then we're going to simplify. Okay, so this is 2 root 2. And then here we need to be careful because in here we're going to have 4 times 2. Again, 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So we're going to have 8 square root of 2. So I mean that the answer is going to be negative 6. Okay, negative 6 square root of 2. All right. Okay, so far, so easy. Question 5. Too easy. Too easy. Yes.
Will you be posting these videos on your YouTube? Because I've been looking and I've had the notifications turned on, but none of them, I need you to post so that I can rewatch it.
Okay.
The upload schedule is a bit up and down, so if you want those views, daily upload, no.
All right. Okay, let's do this one. So this is 2 square root of 12 plus 5 square root of 75. Take away 3 square root of 27. So there are a few things that we need to simplify, right? Okay, the highest square number that goes into 12 is 4. 3 times, so we're going to have 2, 4 times 3. And what is the highest square number that goes into 75? How many times?
3.
Right. And finally, the highest square number that goes into 27. How many times? Okay, and then we're going to simplify. Okay, so the answer for this, well, this is 2 times 2 is going to be equal to 4 square root of 3. This is going to be 5 times 5. So this is going to be 5 times 5, which is 25 square root of 3. And this is going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. All right, can you please tell me what the answer is?
18 roots.
Okay. All right.
Wait, I was just testing you, sir. I thought I was 18, I didn't catch it.
Okay, so what is the answer?
How did I get too old? That's so silly. I know. What's silly, Ray?
That happened to me for trusting some people.
Oh my god. That's so sad. That's never lied. That's story.
Okay, number 6. Okay. All right.
No. Yes. No. I'm going to the square root of that
Okay, so we don't need to simplify this because we know that the square root of 9 is just 3. So it's just 3. But we need to simplify this. Okay, so the highest number that goes into 20? 4. How many times? 5. Okay. And then we do the same with the other one. Okay, so the highest square number that goes into 80. How many times?
5.
And the answer for this is just 4, alright?
Oh, yeah. Can you just put in like all of those in a calculator? Is that not?
No, it's not possible.
No.
Now, there are some calculator that if you put this all together, that will give you the answer in Surds.
Oh.
Okay, but not all calculator will do that. Okay, so here we're going to have 7. Okay, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. In here we're going to have 2 root 5. 2 root 5. And then in here we're going to have 4 root 5. So I mean now the final answer is going to be 7 plus 6 the square root of 5. Alright. So you can see we are doing the easy part.
Yeah, this is very easy. Every single question. Are we recording?
Yes. Okay, Jasmine, can we simplify the first one? No. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Now tell me, how will you simplify the next one? Four times 6.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
Okay, Min, how we simplify this?
I substitute 16, so 16 times 3.
Yeah. Okay, and the last one, Einstein. What is the highest square number that goes into 54? 9 times 6. All right, and then we're going to do, well, this is 2 times 4, which is 8. 8 is square root of 6. This is going to be just 4. 4 is square root of 3. And this is going to be 9 is square root of 6 minus. Okay, can we simplify this?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2, 4 square root of, so we got 6. 6 is square root of 3, and what about the square root of 6?
We've got negative 17.
Yeah. Okay, negative 17 is square root of 6. Right. And that's it. That's the answer for the question. Can't simplify that anymore. Question 8. Okay, Emilia, you're going to tell me what to do.
Okay, so you have 2 square root of 16 times 2. And then minus 5 root 9 times 8. 12 times 6. No, that's not a square. 9 times 8. 36.
How many times?
36. I don't know.
What about that one?
And then that's just 12.
Just 12. And keep going. Keep going.
And then you're going to have the square root of 4 times 8 root 2. So you need to slow down. Minus, you always said so fast, and I cannot do that. Minus 30 root 2. Minus 30 in Costco. 8 minus 30 is always the rest. Square is square is Richard. I can't see either. You're standing in front of it.
All right, okay.
I need to hear. Thanks, Josh.
All right, okay, let's check this one. Okay, so are you okay with this question going from here to the next line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then going from this line to the next,
Yeah.
and then the answer? All right, okay. Okay, so we're up to question 9. All right, keep please copy that question.
Oh no, I hate fractions. So do I. Fractions. Oh no. What the hell? Is this going to be in the test? Better not be.
Anna, are you okay with this? Okay, long one. Tell me what to do. Okay, the next one. Mm-hmm. And the last one, the highest square number that goes into 180. 36.5. Okay, and then? Yeah.
So you do a half times 6, which is 3,
Yeah. Oh, so here is the answer is 6. The answer is square root of 36 is 6, but then divide by 2 is just 3. Okay, that is where that 3 is coming from. Okay, keep going.
and then 5 times, minus 5 times 2 is 10.
So it's going to be 10
Root 5.
square root of 5. Yep.
And then it's 4 root 2 over 4, which would just be root 2.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the square root of 16 is 4, and then divided by 4 is 1. So I mean that the answer is just square root of 2. And the last one. 6 square root of 5. Okay, and then we can still simplify a little bit more. Yes. So it's going to be 3 minus 1, so it's going to be 2 root 2, yeah?
Minus 4 root 5.
Minus 4 square root of 5. That's it. again, at this point, everybody should be able to do this question, okay? Don't tell me that you have no idea how to do it.
I have no idea how to do it.
Okay. Question 10. Question 10. By the way, this is review. That's why I'm going a bit quick. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you please copy the question? No. There's nothing we can do with 2 square root of a, so we just leave it like that. But in here we can simplify the square root of 16, which is 4. Okay, so we're going to have 4. And then the next one, pay attention to the next one. So we need to find the square root of a cubed. Well, what you do a square root of a squared multiplied by a, which is the same thing, all right? So I mean that we're going to have 2 square root of a plus 4 square root of a. And then, do you remember that the square cancel out the square root?
Yeah.
So I mean that you can put this a out, and then you're going to have that. And then we're going to have 2 plus 4. Okay, so we're going to have 2 plus 4 minus a. Or we can do it step by step. So this is going to be 6 square root of a minus a square root of a, like that. And then what is the common factor between these two terms? Square root of a, so we can take that out. Or we can say bracket 6 minus a, and then the square root of a is, the common factor. Okay, let's see what we did. So we could not simplify the first term, so we just copy that down. We could simplify this, so this is square root of 15, which is just 4. And then we know that a cubed is the same as a squared times a. So then we can simplify this by getting rid of the square root and the square, so we're going to have only a, but still we're going to have the square root of a. And then, well, we simplify. So we do 2 plus 4 is equal to 6 minus a square root of a. And then you can see that this is the common factor. Okay, so that means that you're going to have 6 minus a in bracket, and then the common factor goes outside. All right. And be aware that I'm gonna write the test, okay? So it's not gonna be an easy one. Yeah, you can go. All right, let's do this question now.
Oh, I know. Okay. You're going to have to tell me the last root. Okay, I want to go to like.
Alright, so this is one of the easier section that we did about this topic. I said it again. These are the easiest section that we did for this topic. Alright, yeah, make sure that you revise regularly, otherwise you're going to have problems. Okay, so when you multiply square root, you simply multiply the number. So it's going to be 5 times 6, so it's square root of 30. And then you have to see, whether you can find, a square number that goes into it. Okay, so that is not possible. You can do this in your head, very, very easy. Okay, so what's going to be the answer for that? You should know. 5 root 5. Thank you, Mim. Right. For this one, we're going to have 2 times 4, which is 8. And then we're going to have a square root of 48. But this time we can simplify a bit more. So what is the highest square number that goes into 48? 16. 16 3 times. Alright, and then we multiply. A square root of 16 is 4. 4 times 8 is 32. So I mean that the answer is going to be 32 is square root of 3. That's it. That's what I said. This is the easiest part that we did for this topic. Alright, in here we're going to have 2 times 2. And then we multiply that by 3. Because remember that square root of 3 multiplied by itself is 3. So we're going to do 2 times 2 times 3. That's it. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, now, in here we need to square the negative 3, and we know that when you square a negative number, the answer will be always positive. So that means that we're going to say negative 3 squared is just positive 9. And then what is the answer for a square root of 5? Square. 5. So I mean that the answer is just, what is that? 9 times 5? 45. Now for this one, please pay attention. Okay, so this is cube. This is cube. Okay, so we're going to do 3 square root of 2 square, and then multiply by 3 square root of 2. Because I really want to have a square, so then I can get rid of the square root. Okay, and then we're going to do, so 3 squared is equal to 9. 3 squared is equal to 9, and then 9 times 2 is 18. So we're going to have 18 times 3 square root of 2. So I mean that the final answer is going to be, what's the answer for 18 times 3? 54. So it's going to be 54 square root of 2. Okay, I think I'm going to do only 2 more questions, and then you're going to do the rest of this. And I'm going to tell you most of the questions from the last pages from the booklet. But I'm gonna include a little bit of everything. So be prepared, because like I said, the test will assess everything.
So I have a suggestion for you. When you do like a page's work like that, you should start at the bottom and do the hard ones with us, and then let us do the easy ones.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Because like, I know how to do this because we're doing it, but then you're going to make me do the next questions, and I'm not going to know what to do.
Yeah, but we've done many questions like this one. Many questions already.
That doesn't mean I already know what to do.
Right, okay. Okay, so here we have to do root 2 multiplied by 2 root 2, and we know that when you multiply this by itself, it's just 2. So that means that we're going to have to multiply 2 times 2, which is 4. That's it. And then take away. So it's going to be 2 square root of 2. Okay, so that is basic multiplication. And for this one, we're going to have to remove the bracket and then see if we can simplify. All right, so what's the answer for this? Amelia?
Hello?
Tell me what's the answer for this.
3 root 2 minus 15 minus 12 plus 4 root 2.
Okay, keep going.
Oh no. Okay, so you gather like terms, so you have 7 root 2. Minus 27.
And that's it, that's the answer.
That's it.
All right, okay, Sean. Come.